All right. So, a couple things that I took from all the content from this week. Didn't realize that Cesar Chavez was looked at as essentially the equivalent to Martin Luther King, but I can understand exactly why that was the case. Also, didn't know that the whole revolutionary movement in regards to farm workers here in the state of California was not just centered around only Latinos, but also the Filipino community, which makes a lot of sense because the Filipinos honestly are pretty equivalent to the Latino community here in California. So I think that was really good to point out. That was something that I did not know, and I appreciate knowing now. Along with Cesar Chavez, there's also a female named Huerta. Huerta was essentially a teacher who just could not deal with, having the lifestyle that she had, knowing damn well that there were Latinos in the community that were suffering because of, a vast majority of problems that they went from, being taken advantage of because of how cheap their labor was, and essentially just exploited. So overall, in regards to Cesar Chavez himself, born in Arizona, banded together with other farm workers, created the whole revolutionary movement, and I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Got the banner, got the works, was able to push through, help with legislation that would promote the growth of farm workers as opposed to what it was prior. Like I said, they were being exploited. The same thing goes for the Filipino community as well. I believe his name is Itleong, the labor leader of the Filipinos, which, like I said, I was never aware that there was such a movement for Filipinos, but it makes complete sense because a lot of Filipinos work in the fields. So that makes completely sense. Another thing as well that people were trying to do with the Latinos and with the Filipinos was put them against each other. Excuse me. Whether it's fighting over jobs, arguing over legislation, or arguing over how things should be. Essentially divide and conquer what was happening between the Filipino and the Latinos because of, people that were in power in the state of California, whether it was the farmers, the people that, that represent us in Sacramento, anything of the sort. It really plagued them during that time back in the late 60s, 70s. Yeah, that's my reflection.